I have a dream.
It's one small step for man.
I am the greatest.
You want something, go get it. Period.
Oh my gosh, I ain't seen you in such a long time.
I know. Where are you right now?
I'm at the crib. Yeah, your head looks smaller.
Smaller than since you last.
Yo, what's good, bro? Oh my gosh. Yo, what are you trying to do? What's your end goal for what you're doing? Dream big.
Yeah. So the end goal is to just be making original films and documentaries and content.
Similar to like 30 for 30s or no?
Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be amazing. If I could just do stuff like that and yeah, be like a multimedia type company.
That's tough, bro.
Yeah.
That's fire, because you're the only person I know that's actually trying to do some shit like that. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, so I kind of went backwards. I started with like interviewing people on a podcast, then it morphed into making videos about people, and now since I want to actually like do something, I like business. So
Yeah, that's dope. Damn, do you have the name trademarked and everything, like LLC and all that?
all this business stuff is there. It's just a matter of keeping it afloat, like actually I'm bringing in some money now, but like bringing in good money.
Yeah, you gotta bring it. Yo, whatever you need, like if you need support, I don't know if you have shirts or anything, you need people to buy stuff, whatever, I got you.
I appreciate that. No,
Yeah, no problem, bro.
I'm definitely gonna I'll send you some stuff when I'm ready, but new website's coming and everything, so.
Yeah. Nah, just let me know how much everything is, and I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's dope. No problem. Everybody's talking about black-owned businesses. Just everybody that's owned a business, you got to spread love, bro. Fuck black and white or whatever.
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
You know
I see your one boy making shirts and everything.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. He has his own clothing line. We were just on CW11, all that, Picks, News 12, everything.
Oh, really? For what? Oh, with the shirts.
Yeah, with the whole clothing line and everything. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, shit is dope, bro.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Bro, so I remember seeing you post something a while ago when you were, it was something about St. Francis, and you were talking about in the caption how you went there because it was sort of like an underdog type school. And
Yeah.
St. Joe's, like when we first started, like freshman year, you were an underdog of some sort, but you always rose up. Like, why did you choose St. Francis? Was it like only for that reason of the school being like a little bit of an underdog? But like, how important is that mentality with being an underdog? Because I feel like that shaped you into like having this drive that no other basketball player I've seen has at our.
Oh yeah, bro. Even choosing St. Joe's, it was kind of that was an underdog. That was the reason I went there, because me just being, I'm very asinine, like making those decisions. So like going to St. Joe's, I could have went to Bosco because all my friends went there and we could have won a bunch of states and shit like that. But I'd rather play against them because I know it'll make me better in the long run. And then it's more challenging and it's more rewarding when you win against people like that. So choosing St. Francis, I knew that school would help my character similarly to how St. Joe's did, and also it's a Division I school, so they were my first Division I offer, and then after a couple schools they started contacting me, but it was like, you're not really interested in me, because had you been interested in me like that, you would have contacted me before St. Francis contacted me. So it's like you're jumping on the bandwagon. So I decided to stay with them. And then once I visited the school, them not having much kind of pushed me toward it, because it's not like we have the best training staff, the best facilities or anything like that. It's like when you, like, God willingly, when I make it and I make it from that, it's like, yo, he really made it from that. And then it's just crazy. Even the Northeast Conference, like, you don't get as much recognition. And just me, I like even with my last name, I like legacies. So like at St. Joe's, I felt like I kind of left a legacy there because like one, I was the like if you look at the scoring, the
Yeah, 1,000
the
points.
highest,
Yeah.
yeah. So Coach Doherty and Coach Davis, they both told me like I would have easily been the leading scorer of the school, but they didn't let me do that because like certain games they just keep me out so that I don't get hurt. So,
Yeah.
but I'm 5'8". The dude that scored 100 points more than me is 6'8". So even that's just a feat in of itself. We won a county Jamboree Championship in the first in like 15 years or whatever. And then I've also like the athlete of the week shit, got it twice on the wall. Like
Yeah, exactly.
it's like leaving your mark at a school, and then here I felt like I can do that again, and I'm starting to do that. I just want to bring that NEC championship there.
Yeah, exactly. You're like building up. You're building from the ground up, which makes it even more special, and it like proves that you have the ability to do so. 'Cause if you were to go to a bigger school, it's like, yeah, you have these people around you to help you do it. But if it's like you lead
Yeah,
on, that's it's different.
exactly, bro. That's exactly how it is, and especially like because you can go to a bigger school, and there's a bunch of people that have been obviously they've doubted me or whatever, and they've definitely I know they've doubted you too. But when you make it there with the little resources that you've had, it's like okay, now what can you say? Like you can't say anything, so just shut up and let us be great. That's it.
Exactly, exactly. And just for context, like this fact this is being recorded, explain like what it is that you do. Because I mean, obviously basketball player, but like you've been doing it since you were young. Like what's give the whole journey up until now. If like in a snippet form, you don't have to go in depth, bro, but just say like how
I
big
got you.
it's been for you.
Basketball actually wasn't my first love. Football was, and I've always wanted to play football. I used to play football in the backyard. My grandfather used to just throw stuff to me, and I first started playing flag football in the city. As soon like we didn't lose a game, and like I would score like 7 touchdowns every game. So then I was like, all right, now we gotta try tackle. So then we're doing tackle, and I'm doing the same same stuff. Sorry, excuse my language. I'm doing the same thing, and so from football, I played 2 years before even trying basketball. So then I tried basketball, and I mean, I was just always really fast. So I
Yeah.
just get the ball, go run, make a layup, and I would have 30 of layups. So then I played some league called RBA, which is up here, because at first I was living in the Bronx. And then my father, he lived up here, so I'd be playing in those games on the weekend when I'd be chilling with my father. And so from there, they're like, oh, you should play AAU. So from AAU, I played with the Rockin' Rockets, and we didn't have a good team. So it was really just me and a couple other guys, but it was
Yeah.
really just me. So I'd be playing, and I'd be scoring a lot of points, but we wouldn't be winning. And we weren't playing big teams that had much competition, but we didn't really have anybody on our team, so we still be losing. And then Rock Elite is what came along, so we put together a bunch of guys up here that are really tough, underdogs. And so like every time it's always been an underdog story. So like we put a bunch of guys up here, Isaac Hippolyte, Manly Dorme, Karan Brickhouse, Marcellus Erlington, me, Justin Bullock, Cameron Lewis.
They're all doing. They're at good schools now too.
Yeah, they're all at good schools. We all could have played for those high AAU teams, high profile AAU teams, but it's like when you're doing that, those teams try to push a certain agenda and try to market these certain kids. Whereas on our team, everybody's showing love. You know what I mean? So we just Isaiah Peen, Winston Britton. I'm trying to name everybody, but there's a bunch of guys on our team, and we did really well. We'd be playing these high profile teams, and we beat them. Well, we'll win or we lose by 1, and it's like, damn, these kids. Who are these kids? So now we're starting to develop a certain buzz. And then when we played in Dykeman, when I was 14. We were 14 and under, and it was like our first time playing street ball, like playing down there, street ball tournament, city, whatever. And we won the championship. But the team we played against, they had I don't know if you remember when we played them on T-Night. They had Leandre, Isaiah Washington. Isaiah didn't play it on T-Night, but Isaiah Washington, Ant Nelson. Like they had a bunch. They stacked up to try to beat us, and we still beat them. And so I got MVP of that tournament, and then we won. And it's like, yo, we could really do something. So then we kept sticking together, and we just kept playing. I mean, obviously, I've tried to venture out to certain AAU teams, playing with the firm and playing with the players, playing with Team Izod, Sports U. But at the end of the day, they like I've had bad luck as well. Like when I was playing with the firm, we were out in South Carolina, I believe. My tooth came out, like somebody elbowed me, my tooth came out, I had to push it back in. I passed out because I lost too much blood. Then in Las Vegas, I was playing with them. I got a heat stroke or heat rash or some shit because I wasn't drinking any water. I was just drinking straight Arizona's. And what happened? Like I got injured. Team Izod, I just wasn't like confident. Not that I wasn't confident in myself, but it's like when you keep getting pulled, like you're on a very short leash. It's tough to really play how you want to play. You know what I mean? So I decided to just chill and stick with my regular AAU team, and we did well. And the funny thing is, I didn't get offered from AAU. I got offered from high school. So had I not played in the AAU, I still probably would have got the offer from high school because it happened when we played Thurgood Marshall. I don't know if you remember. And I came late, and I finished with a triple double. I had 22 points. Like I forget whatever stuff happened. But the coach called me after, and Coach Clive Benchick, and he told me, he said, "Yo, blah, 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 we're interested in you. We'd love to see you play." Then the next game they came to was the T-Night game. We won. I think I had tripled over that game too.
Yes,
But
yeah.
That was at St. Joe's. That's when they kept trying to wipe blood on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, you're talking about the St. Francis coaches came and they were scouting you out at the games. Got it.
yeah. So they first saw me at the Thurgood Marshall game when we played at Dwight Morrow. Then the next game that they came to was a T-Night game. Then they came to the Bosco games, and then they came to St. Peter's when we played down in Toms River. And all those games I played well, and they liked me, blah, blah, blah. And so they were just waiting. They had they didn't have the scholarship at first. Somebody was leaving, so they were like, when he leaves, the scholarship is yours. So he left. Scholarship was mine, and I signed. That's when I signed that day. Because I remember I told because they were like, oh, yeah, it's National Signing Day happened already. Like, you can't – they tried to tell me that I can't have, like, pictures taken, whatever. So I called Miss Ochuzio. I told her, yo, I'm signing tomorrow. I don't care what they're saying. And I told Doherty, I said, yo, you better get the thing, the St. Joe's thing. Remember when you pulled up and when we saw we took the picture?
That was awesome.
So they brought the thing back to the table and whatever, and I was just happy because it's like you got your own signing day. So it's like it was just your day. So it was so cool. You came, showed love, Jojo, Isaac, and after that, then we go into the freshman year. Freshman year was tough because a lot of off the court things were going on. I'll suggest to anyone that's out there, if you're playing college basketball, do not get a girlfriend, especially a freshman year. Like, because it's especially one that's younger, because she doesn't understand what you're going through. Because it's like, although it's 1 year, that 1 year is literally your life is changing rapidly. So you're playing Division I basketball, you're doing all the schoolwork, you're having practices, so it's all new in your head. So as you're trying to progress and adapt, she's still stuck in her high school ways. So the two mindsets are going to conflict, and there are other off the court things that happen.
Yeah, and how busy, like, just for painting a picture, like the day to day of a D1 athlete, because it's drastically different than high school.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't say that because, like, in high school I really wanted to play Division I, so it's like I kind of had that discipline.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was kind of prepared for it. But yeah, it's no joke. Especially I'm taking 17 credits, and I'm taking accounting courses. Like that's my major. So like it's extremely tough and it's vigorous. Like it's crazy. So you'll wake up, go lift, then you go practice. From practice to you have 10 minutes, literally 10 minutes to get dressed, get ready, and go to class. So from practice to class, you have 10 minutes. You cannot get anything to eat, really. So now you're going to class, you're like, well, I'm tired, I'm sweaty. I'm like, man. So you get – and don't let you have 2 classes back to back. That's the worst. So you get 2 classes back to back, and you're like, damn. So depending on your professor, you might not be able to leave to get food. So then after your 2 classes, it's probably like around 5:36. So then if you have a 6 to 9, you have to go there. But if not, you'll leave and you'll probably have work or you'll eat or something. Might want to just chill, but you can't really chill because depending on the type of player or student athlete you are, you'll go to the gym. But
yeah.
There's a bunch of guys, you know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of people that they don't go to the gym because it's like, yo, I'm tired as hell, so I'm going to go home, or they're lazy, or they have other stuff they need to do. Because once you think about it, like, you're a student athlete, but you may need to go check on your grandmother. You may need to go do something for your mom. There's a bunch of stuff that you might have to do. So it's like, it's tough.
No, it's a lot. I know a couple of friends who play D1 football. The kids that I graduated with, and also a friend at Boston College. It's just so rigorous. And you have to really enjoy it. Like you really enjoy it, so it's a little bit easier because you're struggling through something you enjoy. But I was gonna ask you, like, what has basketball taught you? Because I think sports is underrated in terms of what it can teach you. And you've always
about
life, bro, because you've had the talent, but you've also just put in the work ethic because you want to get to where you want to get to.
Yeah, that talent wasn't always there, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, basketball has taught me an immense number of things. Like, one, to never quit, never give up, never stop. Like, because it's crazy. You really always have another day to fight. So let's say you have a bad game, especially this year. I think I had 5 bad games in a row. And I tried to it taught me not to ever, like, change what you're doing. So, like, let's say you have a bad game. Okay, you should not change your pregame ritual just because you had a bad game. You shouldn't change what you're doing just because you have a bad game. Nobody's perfect. Things are going to happen. So just stick with the process. Like, trust the process. Like Joel Embiid said.
Yeah.
And you gotta always just stay 10 toes because you never know. Everybody can get the best. Anyone can get the best of anyone any day. So it taught me also to stay sharp because you never want to let anyone get the best of you. And it's a beautiful game, man. It teaches you a lot about camaraderie, and it taught me a lot about in being a team. And if one person, like my coach has said this the entire season, the chain is only as strong as the weakest link. So if one person has not bought into the team's goals or whatever, that team won't be successful. So there's so many things basketball can teach you, bro. It taught me not to care what anyone else thought. It taught me not to ever doubt yourself.
Yeah,
I was confident.
I would love to go down that rabbit hole because I was just going to ask you. I had a question queued for that, which was, I mean, anyone can see it. You do a good job of blocking external noise.
Yeah.
Oh, you just stay on path. Like, did that just come from like constant repetition of trying to like understand, like you don't care what anyone thinks and you're just focused on your process? Because even came to the free throw line, like all the noise, no matter what, sinking shots, like whatever you're doing, whenever you're training throughout the summer, like people are probably talking, you're just focused. Like how did you cultivate that?
It's tough to say because not all the time. You're not always gonna be like locked in. You try to, but That's a good question. Honestly, just always making sure you're locked in on the task at hand. So regardless of any outside noise that's going to be there, the outside noise is always going to be there. But this opportunity you have right now, it may not be there. So like, take it for Hudson Catholic, for example. Like that whole game, I'm like, yo, bro, we may not ever get to play these dudes again. Like, we got to make a statement. So go there, free throw line. That's the only line in basketball that doesn't change. So like, you think about it, if you do the same thing you've been doing, you'll be good. All the outside noise, that'll change, but who cares about that? But then again, not even with basketball, but just like outside noise and references to like how other people are doing. So when you try to compare yourself and when you try to you're looking at what other people are doing, you're looking at other people's success, yet you haven't reached your success yet, you haven't gotten any success yet.
A lot with social media.
Exactly, and that fucks up. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Let it rip, bro.
All right, so that messes up your mental as well. It could mess up your mental if you're comparing yourself too much, because then once you compare yourself, that can lead to being envious, and once you are envious of someone, it can lead to jealousy, and then being jealous, that blocks your own blessings. Mm-hmm. So with like in high school, I'm looking at like being on social media, I'm looking at dudes getting offers and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me right now? I don't have any offers. So it's like, and it's like you played against them, so you're like, yo, bro, how is this not? What am I doing wrong? And when you put too much stress on something that's inevitably bound to happen, or stress on something that you shouldn't even be worrying about, it's like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And so I would say in like December, I just stopped using social media. I just stopped paying attention to everything, and I was locked in. So with blocking all the noise out, you have to continuously be busy. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're not busy, your mind tends to wander. And that's what I struggled with that earlier during Corona, because it's like I literally didn't work out. I don't think I worked out for like a month. I was just playing video games. Yeah. Like, I was just chilling. I was like, I'm talking to myself. I'm like, bro, we're not about to have a season, bro. Don't even do nothing. Like, and I'm just thinking, I'm looking all around. I see nobody doing anything. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, fuck it. But then I bossed up, and I'm like, yo, this is going to end eventually. Like, hopefully. And if it doesn't, you're nice as hell at basketball, and you can just play against people. You can find another way to make money, but keep doing what you love. And there's so much that goes into it. But if you just stay the course and believe in yourself, you just stay locked in, keep busy, you'll be good and blocking all the outside noise.
Yeah, it's a lot of that noise can come from internally. You know, like you said, you put too much stress and pressure on what's bound to happen. You know, that's basically like putting your own roadblocks in front of you. Because there's inevitably going to be noise outside.
Exactly.
You said, don't doubt yourself.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you too, like coronavirus, it's been hard with everyone, especially sports. How are you training? Like, I saw you're in a couple of gyms I saw on social. But...
Oh, yeah. Well, thank God I have a basketball court outside. So I can always shoot there. But that's nothing like a gym. So at the beginning of Corona, I was lifting because I have weights in my house, doing push-ups, running, just, trying to stay in physical shape. When my brother, not my brother, but my best friend, Richard Pong, he stayed with me for the first 3 months, from like March to like May, I want to say. So he chilled with me, and we were just always like, we just always challenge each other, push each other. So like, it was cool because he's another underdog success story as well. And like, from like, he didn't even play AU, and now he's playing Division II basketball. Like, he's not paying for school. He's just, every day he inspires me as much as I inspire him. So like, just living with him and chilling with him, pushing each other every day, whether it be not even playing games, just like chilling, like just talking, like
just like everyday things.
Yeah. It's really like your brother. Like that's probably the closest like one of the closest people I have to me. Yeah, just living here. We were working out, playing one-on-one, talking shit. You know, like just a bunch. There's a bunch of stuff. Play fighting. There's a bunch of stuff, man. And yeah, that's what I was doing. But now it's like we're not even in coronavirus, honestly.
Yeah. With the NBA resuming, everything's so different, and you gotta adjust. That's just how it is.
Yeah. Life is not going to be what it once was. Honestly, I don't think so.
It's going to be interesting to see how, like, what happens. But St. Francis, you have 2 more years, right?
No, I have one.
That's what I thought. So if
we're in the same grade, boy.
Yeah, I don't know if there's
Huh?
I don't know if you like you can't redshirt in basketball now.
Nah, you can, but like I wanted to redshirt my freshman year, but my coach said, "Nah, we need you."
Yeah.
I'm like, for what? What? Like,
I was gonna say, if coronavirus, if there's no NCAA like fall season.
Oh yeah, hopefully they give it back to us.
You would have been you graduated and it was over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what was that like when you were thinking? Because that was probably the first month when you were like, it's not no season, it's not gonna happen. It doesn't matter. Like, were you depressed that your college career is almost over, or like, what were you thinking beforehand? Before you made the switch to like, I'm still gonna
just start doing it. What I was thinking, honestly, I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck am I doing this for? You feel me? So it's like honestly, I was going back and forth with either I just keep pushing and trying to work out and stuff, or I just try to find ways to make money, just try to invent something. So I was doing this thing, this podcast called Let's Talk About It. And we were I was making money off of it, but I only did it like 3 times. I shouldn't have done it. There was a Let's Talk About It podcast where you can talk about anything. Like people come on, they ask questions and stuff. But then there's Let's Talk About It after dark. And so, people were just being funny and stuff. But yeah, I was going back and forth like, am I even like gonna be a basketball player anymore? What am I gonna do? So it's like you're questioning everything, and then it starts messing with you like your love for it. So it's like I'm reading things like, even if basketball you didn't get paid for it, would you still be playing and stuff like that? And I was like, yeah, like I like that. I love the game. Like it's not no like this. It brought me to places that I never thought I would be. So then once I just made that decision, I'm like, yeah, bro, you just gotta keep going.
One thing about sports, man, you talk about unifying people in a divided world at times now. Sports is probably the one thing that'll do that, bro.
Yo, facts, bro. Like it's crazy.
Like when you have a rivalry, right? You have everyone show up. It's like they don't care. Everything's on halt. They just want to focus on the game, and you kind of, in a way, you unify people, which is you probably don't think about that much, but it's a cool thing.
Nah, it is. I do think about it because at the end of the day, like, it's funny, right? Because they say the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, like, let's say you have a rivalry with someone like Don Bosco, St. Joe's, and Bergen. You're more inclined to chill with the Bosco kids than the Bergen kids, because the Bergen kids is like, yo, bro, they're gay, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to hang out with y'all, bro, because Bosco don't like you, we don't like you, so I'm messing with Bosco. But then it can go the same way, like, okay, Bergen doesn't like Bosco, so now I like Bergen. It's just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah, you go. Keep going.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just beautiful because you all know you're playing the same sport, you're playing against each other, so there's always love there.
Yeah, I had a conversation with someone the other day. It's like, if you're mad outside of the sport, it's probably ego. But if you're competing inside of the arena, inside of the game, then it's different. It's pride and it's like improvement because there's rules and you're focusing on just like a single thing in like a 4 quarters. So
yeah,
it has that aspect to it. But I was crazy. When you got to St. Francis, so now you're in your 4th year. Well, coming up, it'll be your 4th year. What is like a new behavior or best practice adopted since you got there? Because you had to grow a little bit and change some things.
Mm-hmm.
Something, whether it be like a lesson or a way you train that changed since you got to St. Francis.
Oh, okay. So you're saying like when I work out, like let's say you work out, like what's different from how I work out now than how I worked out before?
Or something new you learned because it's a ton, because it's a different level, it's higher intensity, you know?
Yeah, I learned that I push my body to its complete limits. So like I don't sleep. I stretch. I'm really flexible. So like I don't feel the need to really stretch because it's not like I'm ever like in pain or anything. I'll be working out. I'll be walking around. I'll be good. But I don't sleep. I don't stretch like that. I eat a lot. But being in St. Francis, I learned that I have to. I'm still not doing a good job of it, but I learned that I have to sleep and stuff and eat right. I don't eat right at all. Like I eat terribly,
Yeah.
and but I still perform at a high level. I can just be performing at an even higher level. So it's like it's cool because it's like okay, I'm doing this, but I can be doing even more. So
Yeah,
it's all me.
dude, that's what I've been learning too. And I'm not playing D1 sports right now, but there's a difference between working hard and working smart. And
Yeah, definitely.
and the stretching and the nutrition.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro, because you're performing at a high level and you work really hard. I can't imagine if you were to eat like the right macronutrients and like be doing yoga and like
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That'd be crazy. I'm about to start though.
Those are the things that'll come into play for next year and then whatever else happens after that with your career.
Yeah, bro. And also like working out, I've just been trying to push myself to the limit to complete exhaustion. I mean, I've always done that, but like now it's like because I'm working out 3-4 times a day, so now it's like, yo, keep going. Because now I'm thinking like nobody's doing that. So if nobody's doing that, you're doing it, and then you're doing a good job of this. Hey, man, fight.
Yeah, you're working 3-4 times a day.
Yeah, bro. 4 times a day if I'm feeling good. Like
what does that consist of? Is it like body weight training, sprinting? Like what's the?
All right, so I'll show you. So Monday, I wake up. What happened? So yeah, Monday I wake up. A boxing workout. I started boxing. At like 8. Then after that, I'll go to Inglewood, New Jersey, and I'll be doing basketball from 11 to like 12:30. Then from there, I'll try to get a smoothie at Garden State. Come back home, eat, hopefully try to nap. That's where I try to sleep a little bit, but it usually doesn't happen. So I then after that, I have another workout at 8 with I got Pat Derillis in Wyckoff, New Jersey. And then if I come home in time, I might just jump in my pool, do a couple laps, do some squat jumps and stuff like that, run, and stuff like that, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. And I feel like sometimes I'll lift with my pops or whatever, but then, yeah. And then after Tuesday, I'll go to Long Island. I wake up at like 5, go to Long Island, get there at 7, run on the beach, like we'll do beach workouts. Then after the beach workouts, go to a gym, work out there. Then after that, leave, chill with my friend for a little bit, get some food, come back up, work out at 8.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Crazy that the non-basketball sports and workouts can actually improve your a lot, like swimming, boxing, sand work. Like I see the beach stuff, you're doing that a lot. That's probably beneficial to your jumping and all.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. It does help a lot. It does, and it's a lot. People don't know that it helps with your ankles a lot and strengthening your toes, and even with that, like that helps with your jumping ability, running, anything.
I swear to you, bro, you got to try to get into yoga. Maybe not the the very zen, slow type things people do.
No, I like that. I like the Zen slow type, yo. That joint is tough.
Like there's different yogas, and there's like Ashtanga, which is power yoga. So it's like you're kind of working out, but you're doing yoga. And for you, that would be like your balance is already good, but that would be like another level because you're like hands, and you
Yeah,
toe and ankle strength. So that'd be
yeah,
good.
that'd be dope. I gotta start that. What is it called?
It's Ashtanga, so it's like Ash and then G-A-R.
Ashkanga yoga. All right, bro.
Yeah, try.
I will
But
try that out, bro.
dude, so we're now at St. Francis, fourth year coming up. Hopefully the season resumes. You got all this stuff. With basketball, obviously NBA is always the target, but can you talk about in detail a little bit like the bigger goal and vision? And maybe it's not even basketball, maybe it's something bigger, but what's that thing for you? Because I know the question's always asked like, who do you want to be in 10 years? And I know I saw an Instagram post where you talked about that, and I like how you have the day one mindset of just like the day to day get better, but like what's that thing you're reaching towards?
Well, yeah, as you said, obviously the goal would be to go to the NBA or God willingly the NBA or playing professionally. I feel like those are achievable feats. Honestly, I just want to be like inspiring to like kids, you know what I'm saying? Kids that don't really have that many people to look up to. Cause now like I'm thinking about how music is today, how other people try to glorify like harsh realities and stuff like that. I just want to be that person where you don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to just kill someone. You don't have to do all this wild stuff to be revered in your hood or revered in your family. You know what I'm saying? You can do positive things. And it doesn't matter I feel like regardless of your outlook on certain things, if you're a good person, you're a good person. You know what I'm saying? So just I just want to be inspirational to people, and help other people achieve their goals because I know I have a limited number of people that help me achieve mine.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's,
saying?
no, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
don't know how that would go in. I don't know how I would do that, but
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, talk about like God willing, it'll probably most definitely come together in its own fashion. But dude, what you talked about is a lot of people kind of try to use that short term stuff of like whether it be like just bad acts like selling drugs or doing something in their town or their hood, their area. Like that's short term flex, but for
Yeah.
like a long term flex is helping people
Facts.
reach their goals, bro. You know,
Yeah.
like that type of stuff. So
That long-term flex, they can't take away from you.
exactly, bro. Like that, like the county, the Jamboree, or like you win a championship at St. Francis. Like win that, they can't take that from you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Can't take that from you, man.
it's stamped on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. That's dope, man. Yeah,
What
I just can't wait.
what other things have been on your mind lately? If there, because we talked about the coronavirus stuff, but is there anything new or something you're looking forward to? You wanted to put knowledge and drop bombs on these people? But
Uh, hmm. So, what do you mean, like with society and what's going on right now?
no, not at all. But like just
Okay.
anything in general, since we're. I mean, I've talked about everything I wanted to ask what I wanted to. If there's
Oh
anything
yeah.
cap off with, or anything new you've been learning that information.
What have you been learning? Just I've learned how to cook. That's one thing, but that's on me. But nah, I've been learning that no matter what type of work you get in, just keep trying to be better every single day because people won't be able to see the work, and regardless if people are seeing the work, at one day it's going to come to light. So if you keep putting the work in every single day, don't worry about what any outside forces are saying. Don't worry about what other people are doing. If you keep sticking to your goals, you'll be surprised what you can achieve. Because me, if you hold yourself to a high standard, like me when I work out, I don't get any water. I don't drink anything. It's no breaks. It's 100 miles per hour. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So with and doing that, you gotta you hold yourself to that high standard. You'll be surprised how many people fall by the wayside if you're working out with them. You'll be surprised how many people can't go as long as you can. You'll be surprised how many people aren't doing what you're doing. And then you'll be surprised when you're the only one standing on the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the one thing I wanted to ask about that is, like, what do you tap into when you go the extra mile?
Sheesh.
What is it?
That, man. Honestly, what I tap into, my mom, she just walked in. When I tell you that woman is a worker, bro, she's the first college graduate of her family. She's the first college student in her family. She's came so far. Like, she's come so far from where she was, and she continues to keep. I'm in an interview right now. She continues to keep going. Hey, it's just.
That's the motivation.
Yeah, I'm about to hold on, let me move.
Yeah, that.
Wait, I'm not done. Hold on. People annoying, bro.
Living home in the coronavirus. That's how it is.
Bro, it's like, yo, I tell them what to do. I tell them what I'm doing, and they don't even care, bro. It's crazy. But yeah. So yeah, my mom, she's just a huge inspiration because she continues to just keep bettering herself, keep outdoing herself, whether it be with me or just with anything. She's truly inspiring herself. You know what I'm saying? And my pops too. I tap in. So like, all right. So like with my parents, with my father, he's the best father in the world. I can't ask for a better father. But he had so much untapped potential that he didn't. He had so much potential that he didn't tap into. So it's like, yo, I don't want to be that. I want to try to reach my fullest potential. I want to try to just do anything that I can to just be great. Because being a failure, that's probably my biggest fear. Like being nobody. Like I just gotta, not a nobody, not putting down anyone else, but like I just gotta have an impact wherever I'm at. Something's gotta give, bro. So it's like I'm real anal with that, and like when you're working out, that's what having the last. What is that?
Tap into that. You think about that stuff at times when it's like, or it's like subconsciously. Maybe you don't think about it, but it's like that kicks in when you.
It's like, yo, I gotta keep going. That's honestly whenever I'm to go the extra mile, I'm just like, yo, I gotta keep going. Like I can't stop. Like even if I'm doing something, I'll be running, and I don't know if you know, like when you're running, you're running mad fast. You're running for mad long. You get that feeling in your stomach where you gotta take a shit. You're like, yo, bro, I gotta keep going, bro. I gotta keep going. But yeah, and even with like my last name, I take a lot of pride in that because I'm Chauncey Hawkins the fourth. So it's like my great grandfather. He was in World War II, but he played football at Florida A&M. He was an amazing football player. My grandfather, he had a scholarship to Ohio State University. Plus, he had a spot on Ohio State University, but he decided to stay home with my grandma and be with her.
Never knew that.
Instead of going to play basketball. And my father could have played football, could have played Division I football, ran track, all of that, but his parents didn't let him because they looked at themselves and they didn't allow him to do that because they wanted him to go to school, you know, having that different type of childhood, just being locked in school and stuff. And then with me, I'm trying to put all of that together. So I could have played football. Like I had like even at St. Joe's, I had interest for doing the catches. Like we were doing the catches and stuff. I was working out. I came one day to, I think it was Oakland or something. I was working out, and then me and this dude, Jordan Scott.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, and
That's on the team. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie, he beat me once, I beat him once. So that's Gucci. I'm like, I'm here with him. What? Like, and I don't even play football. So yeah, just knowing that I could have done all of that, but I decided to do this because I feel like it was the hardest, and I feel like it would make like my family the most proud. You know what I'm saying? So just I don't know. It's tough, man.
No, that's solid, bro. And I never knew about your grandfather. I didn't even know about. I mean, Ohio State. It's pretty damn good. I didn't even know about your dad about that. Football.
Yeah, bro.
So
it's funny because like it was football, basketball, and then I'm basketball. Hopefully, my son is basketball too, though.
I love how you said you're doing it for it's challenging.
Huh? Yeah.
Everyone,
So what?
you could have picked something else, but you did it because it was challenging too, which is
Yeah, bro.
to how hard you work, you know.
Yeah, facts. It's crazy and especially like, so when I was younger, I used to make duct tape wallets. The only reason I started making the duct tape wallet, I think that's when this whole thing started. The only reason I started making duct tape wallets is because some white kid in my school was like, "Oh, you can't do it." Like, they said some patronizing thing like you're dumb or something like that. And because he started selling duct tape wallets, I'm like, what? So my duct tape wallets were fire. Like I'm selling them, everybody's buying my duct tape wallets, and then he was like, yeah, he just came to respect me or whatever. So like, I think that's probably where it all originated from.
You don't want to get beat by Chauncey. Don't tell him he can't do something.
Yeah. Like even playing Division I, they were like, I forget who said it. The head coach, not the head coach, but the guy that runs players, they used to violate me. They used to say, "Oh, he's not a Division I player." They used to say, "Future 150 had me. Oh, he's not a Division I player. Oh, this is not a Division I." Blah, blah, blah. Every time. And then, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Playing Division I, right? Okay, and my last game, I reached my 1,000-point milestone. So in 3 years, I scored 1,000 points in Division I basketball. That's a feat that nobody thought I would be able to accomplish, given my stature, given my skill set, given my anything. Now I was the Division I academic All-American. Hello? Yeah. A Division I academic All-American. I got NABC honors court. Like there's mad different accomplishments that I achieved, and I'm grateful for that because of not only my hard work, but just the blessings God has given me. My parents just being great parents. And it's like, I'm glad the doubters doubted because I got to use their energy, and they pushed me even further.
It's a good way to put it. I don't think I've heard someone say that, like use their energy, which is kind of how it is. But you phrased it best. I like.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. That's solid. It's coming together. It's paying off, bro. You're
Well, I can't wait, bro.
paving your own path.
Yeah, I can't wait, bro. It's gonna be cool, man. And you know what's so funny? Like I usually like, cause I'm I'm superstitious. So when I'm hearing that, I'm like, the fuck, like, yo, what? So it's like, it just pushed me to make sure that shit don't happen, bro. God willing.
Yeah. Beyond superstition, bro. This is daily effort.
Yeah, facts. That shit is no joke, though. That's superstitious shit.
Is that part of the reason why you do the pregame rituals? Is that like
No, I just that is I always like to try to be consistent and stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's your way of getting in the zone too.
Yeah. Way of making sure you're good, making sure everything's straight. All right, I'm feeling good. Okay. I'm gonna get this money.
It's as you said, it's gonna be cool to watch it unfold. It's
Same with you though.
not a when. It's not an if thing. It's like when this will happen. So
Yeah, same with you, bro. We came a long way, man.
appreciate that.
Honestly.
Seriously, now it's awesome to have you on and catch up, bro. We're gonna have to get everyone together in person.
Now, yeah, we will. We will. When you coming back? You said you got 1 more month, right?
I'm gonna be back at the end of August. My birthday.
All right, bet. Oh, that's fire. Yeah, that'd be dope, bro.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right, Brody.